break down some shit that is kind of misunderstanding, so people will stop chasing their damn tail and feeling bad about themselves and all type of things. It's kind of like a lie too, because you know what people are going to say. You know, self-improve and people are going to like you and this and that. And that's true to a certain extent. No doubt about it. If you take a 500-pound woman and she loses weight, she's going to get more men, right? Right? Or a 500-pound guy, he loses weight, he's going to get more men, right? But this is where what they're not telling you. You go from 500 pounds to 200 pounds and you're fit or whatever. Now, even though you might get a little bit more women, maybe not. You can't change your face and shit like that. You know what I mean? But either way, you'll probably get more than what you was getting. But that don't mean that the women that never would have desired you are going to desire you. For the simple fact of competition. So okay, you lost all that weight. Guess what? There's all kind of men that are fit too. So the competition's still there. See, that's not what people are not realizing. You know, they keep saying self-improve, and that's why women don't like you and this and that. Man, either women like you or they don't, man. Some people are just born to be picked by women. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And some people aren't. Let's tell the truth about it. Either you're select or you're not. You know what I mean? And the women who like you are going to like you, and the ones that don't. There's nothing you can do about it. You can say self-improve all the fuck you want to. You know what I mean? When I say you, I mean everybody. Self-improvement ain't going to make a woman like you that never liked you. Now, if a woman never knew you existed and then run into you when you self-improve, that's a different story. But if you think that you're going to convince a woman to like you that didn't like you because you got a little bit of money now and this or that, you're fooling yourself. Yeah, she might act like it because she likes you for the wrong reason. She didn't like you before at your worst, so what makes you think she really likes you at your best? She really don't. She really don't, man. Maybe if she'd seen you years before and then years later she see you, maybe. That's possible. But a person that sees you on a regular basis and all that, you improving right in front of her eyes, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to what I was saying, competition is underrated. People keep underrating competition. So in other words, you could be a good looking woman, right? And get all kind of men, right? But there's other women who look good too, and they're going to get all kind of men. And that's what's going to make it hard for a man to commit to you sometimes, because you're not the only good-looking woman out here, right? It makes it worse. Like, oh, there's more women than her. There's all kind of good-looking women out here. I ain't settling. I ain't settling down. I'm going to keep looking. So some of y'all aren't ugly and shit like that. It's not you sometimes, man. A lot of y'all think it's you, but it's not. It's the competition. It's the competition, man. If a woman likes white dudes, doesn't matter if I'm self-improved and I look good and I got money and this and that. It don't matter. Because she don't like the type of guy that she don't like me. I'm not her preference. So it don't fucking matter. Even if let's say she like black dudes, right? Even if she did, she don't like the type of face structure I got more than another type of face structure, she's not going to desire me. This is what y'all are not understanding about women. They're always going to have the chance to deal with the guy they desire the most. You don't get to choose who that is. So your self-improvement don't dictate whether a woman feels that you're the best choice or not. You could be. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you aren't. I'm not saying you are. Right? You don't get to determine somebody's desire. So Rihanna's a good-looking woman, but I don't desire her like that. So she's self-improved. She looks good. Why don't I desire her? Huh? That's just what it is, man. Stop lying to yourselves, man. No matter what you do, self-improve, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter. You're only still going to attract women that are attracted to you. Don't give a fuck. You got a lot of people telling people who are not select by a lot of women that if they do this or that, they're going to get these women. You're not going to get the women that don't like you, man. You're just not going to get them, man. It's not going to happen. Is there exceptions to the rule? Yeah, a little bit. But for the most part, you're not going to get it because even if you self-approve, that woman might be like, oh, such and such is attractive now. But there's other men. You're not the only man walking around this motherfucker, man. So self-improve until you're blue in the face. You still are not the only man self-improving. So therefore, if she still chooses this over that, she's going to pick this, not that. BMW and Chevy and all that can self-improve their cars all the fuck they want to. If I desire Cadillacs, I'm always going to pick Cadillacs. There's no way around it. Because Cadillac's still improving just like them. You see what I mean? This is what they not telling y'all, man. Because I don't think they even understand it. I don't think they even understand it. Only person I heard really say some shit on this like this, for the most part, is Darius Hill. Where he says that it's a lie. Like, no matter what you do, man. Like, if a person like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. That's why it's important to self-improve for yourself, not for no damn woman, or if you're a woman, not for men. You do it for yourself. You don't do it to attract women because that's not going to work. If you're self-improving, trying to attract more women, it's not going to work because there's way more things that come into play when it comes to attracting women, more than just looks. The looks might get you in the door. So let's say you do self-improve. Now you're getting in the door with women. But you still got to do all this other shit too. You still got to carry yourself right and all this other shit. And you still got to deal with competition. I can't stress it enough. Competition ain't going nowhere anytime soon. You're always going to have to deal with that when it comes to women. That's the biggest reason why a woman determines whether she's attracted to you or not. Her options in competition. Why you think the so-called, what y'all call beta male provider, gets the woman in the end? You think it's because he's self-improved or some shit like that? No, it's because of the woman's options now. Now he is the best option. So now he's going to get chosen because the guys she liked before him are no longer options for her. Or they just didn't act right or some shit. So now she's an older woman, and the best option for her is to find a guy that's actually acting right. Instead of just some sexual guy that she desires the most. See, her whole dynamic of why she likes a guy has flipped. So now he's the best choice. But he wasn't then, so he didn't get picked. You could take a guy that she desires, that self-approves, and a guy that she doesn't desire, that self-approves. She's going to pick the guy that she desires more. And let's say she desires both, but she desires this one more than that. She's going to pick the one she desires more. No matter what you do. And keep in mind, she desired you too. She just desired that one more. And that's the moral of this video. It's not always that a woman don't find you desirable or attractive or this or that, money, muscle, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's the fucking competition, man. If you are not the select, you are not winning in this competition because women will always have an opportunity with the guy they like the most. They might not lock him down or whatever, but he's going to at least try to fuck, right? So she's going to take that risk before she takes it with you. She's not going to ignore him over these guys over here that she likes for some guy she don't. She's not going to do that. She gonna risk that opportunity and see if they just want to fuck or not. And that's what's really going on. That's why you got a lot of women who've been ran through, then they want the other guy later on that they really didn't want because they couldn't get them guys. But they always gonna pick those guys first over you if you're not the one. You could be the guy. You could be the guy that she picks over the other guys. Nobody's saying that, but you're not gonna change the mind of women who desire other guys more than you. That's a lie. That is a complete lie. You're chasing your tail is what you're doing. Fuck chasing women, y'all chasing your own damn tails. Because you don't understand that either women like you or you don't. They don't. You're trying too hard. And you're self-improving for the wrong reasons. You're supposed to do that so you feel good inside. So what happens if you self-improve for women and you still don't get chosen? Now you feel even worse. Like, damn, I got all this and I still didn't get chosen. That makes you feel even worse than being broke or something and not getting chosen. At least you had an excuse why you didn't get chosen. Now you self-improved and still didn't get chosen. But if you self-improve for yourself, it would not matter. You wouldn't care if a woman chose you because of what you got going on. Because you didn't do it for her in the first place. And this whole video can be flipped vice versa for women who are struggling to keep a man and all this bullshit. It's the same thing. It boils down to competition at the end of the fucking day. It's all about competition. Competition ain't going nowhere. Competition of how you dress and this and how you talk and all this shit. It's all the same thing, right? So what separates it if it's all the same? If competition is all the same, what separates competition? It's got to be none other than the choice of the person, the preference of the person. You're not changing the preference. You can change yourself all the fuck you want to, but you're not changing her preference or his preference. You can change yourself all the fuck you want to, but you're not changing their preference. If you think that you are, you have been lied to. You have been sold a dream. It is not true, man. The women that like you are always going to like you. The ones that don't, won't. There's exceptions to the rule. You might have a small percentage that didn't like you and you self-improved and now they desire you or whatever. Right? I get that, but guess what? Those guys out there that she desired more than you are still out there. They still out there. They're not going nowhere anytime soon. So guess what? She still desires them more than you. It don't matter what you did. It don't matter how much self-improvement you got going on. No matter how much money you got and all these things. That's why women don't be lying when they say they don't care about a man's money. Translation, I don't care about your money because if I desire another guy more with money, then your money don't matter. I'm going to pick him. Or even a guy with less money than you, but I desire him more. I'm going to pick him. This is what they mean. So y'all men got to get this shit up out y'all heads thinking that because you got nice teeth or hair or this or that all of a sudden women are just going to fall down and fall over for you. Not going to happen. Why? Does it help? Absolutely. But is it going to change a woman's mind that finds other men that more desirable than you? No. Would it change your mind? Let me ask you a question. If a 500-pound woman self-improved, groomed herself up, but she's still 500 pounds, right? Or no, let me say this. Let's say a woman self-improved, right? Did everything, but you still desire these other girls more than her. As a man, yeah, you would probably smash, but let's hypothetically say you're looking for a woman. Like women are actually looking for relationships, most of them. let's say you're looking for a relationship. Is the self-improvement of that woman going to change the desire or the preference of what you want? If you want black women and 100 white women self-improve, is that going to change the fact that you only want a black woman and that's your preference? So here it is. You got a bachelor show with 100 white women and 3 black women that you find attractive. And these white women have been sold a dream that if they self-improve, you're going to get the bachelor. But the bachelor already in his mind already knows that his preference is black women only. It don't matter what the fuck they do, dog. That's the lie. That's that bullshit. That's selling somebody a dream. It's not true. It's not true. Will it help them be more desirable to the opposite gender? Yes. But there's competition there. That's what y'all not getting. That's why, oh, you would be a great, you're gonna make a woman happy one day, right? But even though I'm a woman and I don't have a boyfriend, I'm not gonna choose you, even though you're so great and gonna make a woman happy one day. That type of shit. You know why that happens? Because she desires other men more than you. She finds something great in you, right? Or you're gonna be a great woman, make a woman happy, and you're a very handsome guy, right? You're gonna make a woman happy one day. Why would a woman say that? Ain't that what she wants? So why is she choosing you, right? You know why? Because of the competition. There's other guys she likes more than you, dog. And the last time I checked, women have eyes and see the whole world. They see different variety types of men. Whether they meet them or not, that don't matter. Once that type of image is stuck in her head of what she wants, she's not going to settle for anything less than that. She don't have to, because she can always find men who fit that criteria. She has a choice to do that. As a man, you really don't, but she does. She's going to have that opportunity with that type of criteria guy to at least sleep with him. So all you other guys got to get put on the back burner, because I have the opportunity, you know, to sleep with a type of guy that I actually find in my criteria preference. And ain't nothing you can do about it. If you're not in that criteria preference, ain't nothing you can do about it. Not even self-improvement, because you don't fit that criteria. Competition's always going to trump your criteria if you're not her preference. Just like if you are her preference. A lot of y'all men big-headed, oh, look, she's on my dick, this and that. No, you're just that woman's preference. She don't really want to desire, she don't really desire other type of men. So all that big head shit, calm the fuck down. Because it's really more about who you are by default, more than you this and you that, and my dick is this and all that bullshit. A lot of y'all men who pulling a lot of women are doing it because you're the preference. You're their preference. That's all it boils down to, right? So self-improvement can't help. Especially with women who don't know who you are. But at the same time, I'm telling y'all right now, man, she gonna see you out and about and find you attractive and all that. But if you're not the number one, I see the Benz. I see that nice Benz on the street, or that, no, I see that nice Chevrolet on the street. But my mind's always gonna be on that Cadillac, dog. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all men want to be with a woman who really desires another man? Do you really want that? Even if you just somebody out here sleeping around, do you really want that? Because even the sexual experience won't be the same. You're still settling. So whether you just out for sex or you out for love, you're settling either way when you're dealing with women who don't find you the number one desirable type of guy. I don't give a fuck what you say. And to me, no woman deserves my time, energy, sex, none of that, unless she finds me the number one dog. Unless I'm her top criteria preference. If not, what the fuck we doing? Go find your criteria preference. Leave me alone. Let me find mine. You see what I'm saying? Don't be deceived, y'all, though. That's woman or man. It's competition, man. That's what it really boiled down to at the end of the day. So you can put on all the fucking makeup you want and all this other shit as women and look perfectly beautiful and all that. You know what I mean? You look flawless. Guess what? There's other women out there that look flawless too. So if that other woman is that man's preference more than you, he's gonna pick that one. Even though as men, you know, most men, they don't care because they're just out to sleep around. And that's the biggest issue. That's the competition. The competition with women is not necessarily attracting men. It's more or less getting a man to commit. Women can attract men all day long, but can they get one to commit? With a man, it's more of attracting the woman, because you're the one that's going to ultimately have the power if y'all commit or not. Yes, she can say no, but for the most part, you know, men have the power in the relationship, or if a relationship is formed. So for women, the competition is not attracting men, and I think that's where women fuck up. That's why they lead with their looks, and I say don't do that, because it's not attracting the man. It's not the problem. It's easy to get a man to want to fuck you. That's not the problem. The problem is finding a man that actually wants to be with you. And looks ain't gonna be the reason why a man commits. Yeah, some might, because they prioritize looks more than anything. Yeah, I get it. Exception to the rule, right? But for the most part, man, it's not gonna be enough to keep the man. So really, looks is irrelevant. Not irrelevant, but when it comes to but when you throw in the competition part, it is irrelevant. So looks aren't irrelevant, like will a man fuck with you or not? No, it's not irrelevant. But when you throw in the competition part of other women looking good, now it's irrelevant. Now you gotta find other reasons that make you stand out from the competition. Competition's always there. It's not going nowhere anytime soon. Remember that, y'all. It's all about competition. That's why if a woman seems like she needs attention from this guy, and that guy, and that ain't the one, I'm not fucking with that woman. What's the point? You'll never be enough. She needs attention from everybody. She don't even know she wants. A man or a woman who needs attention from this, and this, they don't know what the fuck they want. That's why they do it. If they knew what they want, they wouldn't need attention from every damn body. Or they wouldn't have to sleep with every damn body, because they would know what they want. Think about it, man. Women and men who know what they want, you know what I mean? They don't need a fucking competition list of who to pick and who not. They don't need that. They know what they're looking for. When they find it, they'll know. So I'm gonna leave y'all alone, man. Get off here, man. It's all about competition, dog. At the end of the day, not self-improvement. It's about competition. And it's also about preference. Because if that woman has seen some guy on TV that she's like, man, that's the perfect look for me, and you don't fit that perfect look, I don't give a fuck if you have $1 billion and look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and all this other shit. You don't fit the fucking preference, dog. Plain and simple. So stop lying to yourselves, man. Stop lying to yourselves. If the woman wants a white dude with blue eyes, that's her best preference that she desires the most. Here I am, oh, look at my muscles, look at my car, and this or that. She might even let me smash too. She might even get in a relationship with me. But that don't mean I'm really what she really desires. And that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. But a lot of y'all men, y'all act like it doesn't matter who you sleep with, or you act like there's no consequence for who you sleep with, the women you sleep with or choose to be with. You act like it doesn't matter. Like when it comes to women. It matters when women pick a guy, this guy, that guy, right? So why do men act like it don't matter? Why do men act like their choice in women don't matter when it clearly does? And when I say your choice, I mean who you choose to sleep with or be with. It matters. I don't know why we as men don't think it don't. But when one of them women fuck your whole entire life up, then maybe you'll get it, right? And what does this got to do with the topic? Because if you're not her number one type of preference, not going to be good for you, man. It's really not. Only thing you could say that might be okay is sex-wise, but you're not even going to get her best sex. The less she desires you, the less the sex is going to be the best of hers. It's just a crazy ass situation, man. That's all I got to say, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Self-improve, but self-improve for yourself, not for women, not for men, because you're going to be a very disappointed person when you find out that people still ain't fucking with you and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that for y'all, man. I want y'all to self-improve for yourself and feel good for yourself. You know, like you deserve to when you self-improve. It's supposed to feel good for you. Stop letting people determine how you feel about yourself. You can't control how they feel about you. Remember that. You can control how you feel about yourself, but you cannot control how people feel about you, and you never will be able to. You know, just like they say, you can please everybody or everybody ain't gonna like you and all this shit. And that's the truth. It's the 100% truth, dog. Everybody not gonna like you. Everybody not gonna, when I say like you, I mean as a friend or a attraction, all that. We gotta get up out of this. Everybody's gonna like me type of shit. Or people who don't like me gonna like me if I self-improve and all this shit. That's bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Even as just friends or something. You know what I mean? A lot of times self-improvement gonna make them hate you more than like you. So, you know, there's so many levels to this shit. And I would love to keep going on with y'all, but you know, I hope I made my points clear, man. That you know, you got a pool of women and a pool of men, and off top, you know, a person knows their preference. They know what they like the most or desire the most. And it don't matter what you do, you know, if you're not that preference, then that's just not who you are. You know what I mean? So if she desires light-skinned guys with blue eyes or some green eyes or some shit, you know what I mean? I can self-improve and all that shit, but I can't make my eyes blue and all this other bullshit. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, man. Nothing you can do about it. If she desires street guys, you know what I mean? But I self-improve and become a businessman, there ain't nothing I can do about that. She's not gonna like me. She's not gonna like me more than that business guy. Let me say that. You know, because a lot of y'all get caught up in somebody don't like you. It's not that people don't like you sometimes. It's just that they like somebody more. It's not that people don't like you or your self-improvement and all this bullshit. Your sexual market value, all this bullshit. It's just that they like somebody else more. You know what I mean? Their preference is not what you are. And that's just what it is. And that's okay. Because you're allowed to have a preference too. And as far as women, it's not necessarily you attracting a man's preference. It's more or less of you finding a man that likes you enough to want to commit to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's tough because men are going to desire you just to want to sleep with you by default. That's the easy part. But the tough part is, will they commit to you? Or, you know what I mean? And it's tough. It's tough, man. And you got the woman competition too. So as a woman, you're still dealing with this competition too. Actually, women are dealing with the commitment competition and the attraction competition. Men, for the most part, are only dealing with the attraction part. But women have way more people at their dispense than men. So, I mean, either way, it's a fucked up situation. I'm out of here, y'all.